ndasimbuza agambye abeerayo kabudiye oba kyokirina
mwenzu mwe byayagala osabala mwe byayagala
okyalinamu
oyanyogoga ikikafudde yikakitwale
Guinness
A very good evening. It is 1-1 between Hazard and Kasozi, two players whom you will fancy seeing in the quarters or the semis or the finals, but the tournament is pitting them together in the first round of their second life, and yet both of them did lose in the first round of their first life. That means that one of them is exiting this tournament in the next 1 hour or 45 minutes. Also, two frames have been played. Kasozi Joseph 1, Lokomwa Hazard 1. They are racing to 7. In the meantime, my request to you is to increase or adjust your light of your gadget to maximum, because where I am streaming from, the light isn't enough. I tried to balance it all around the table. At least not bad, but it is a little bit insufficient, so you will enjoy your view only if you have maximum light on your gadget. Secondly, a little bit affected by East African network. By the way, East African internet, most especially here in Uganda, is having issues, and the government made it clear to us. So sometimes the network goes bad. That's why I request that when it's YouTube, you may need to adjust to the best possible video quality. When you go to the settings of your videos, that icon that props up on the top right of your screen, go to settings, then quality, then advanced, and select a figure as high as possible. Hazard 1, Kasozi 1. Last time these two guys faced off was a final of a tournament like this one, and it was won by Hazard. And they are very big rivals. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it could be the first or the second biggest rivalry between players. Rivalry in a way of guys who don't want to see each other, not just on the table, but also in a person, and their only differences are pool table related. Each one of them believes that they are better than the other. This match will give us a clue on how to answer that question. Once again, meanwhile, Kasozi Joseph 1, Lokoma Hazard 1. Live commentaries resuming shortly. Also, please neglect some of the video wording which says that this match involves Ian. It is wrong. You can see the players clearly. It is Hazard. Hazard has been one of the better form players, top 2 at worst, top 2 in the country, at least this year. Hazard, he has won 4 events, actually 6, including 4 mini matches and 2 weekly comps, and has also reached the prize bracket a few times. Won the Creme de la Creme 16-man comp at Dice Lounge, won another weekly comp, and then won 4 mini matches during the year, and one of them was between himself and Kasozi, and it's the mini match he wanted to win. The two players had a bitter war of words when they resided at Wisdom Ndiga's place when they went to Zimbabwe to participate in the Queen's International Double Elimination Tournament, which was won by Caesar. They got a war of words as to who is better than the other. They agreed to have a money match, but back home in Uganda, they actually wanted to face off in Zimbabwe at Queen's, but they were advised that since they were not on home soil, it was not good for them to show their differences. That's when they decided to have a money match first thing when they leave Zimbabwe. Lande Hazard is asking the umpire to take a keen look. He will try to play a stance shot. The idea is for the white ball not to follow the yellow ball with same speed and maybe same direction. He'll need to tap that yellow ball. White ball going to the left, maybe opening up the black. Should he find the target? If he did, it will be a very wonderful shot. How well will he do? That is the target. Execution is not easy. He fouls. No ball reached the cushion. No ball was spotted. 2 shots advantage. Kasozi. They are ranked 6th and 3rd respectively by the Police Station of Uganda. Kasozi 3rd, Hazard 6th. Remember, the association ranks players only according to tournaments. The association organizes only, not weekly comps, not battles, not money matches like this one. You respect those rankings, but they are many a times not a reflection of the players' abilities. Here is Kasozi. Hazard raising his hand as if to claim that Kasozi fouled. Actually not. Maybe he just wants to feel comfortable where he is by raising his hand. Kasozi, it's good white ball for the black. For the second time in the match, it will be a second consecutive win. There we go. Kasozi makes it 2-1. Even the last time they faced off, it was Kasozi who took a 2-0 lead. It was Hazard who won the match. We want to see this time if Kasozi will do corrections as they normally say, if Hazard will increase his game-winning streak on Kasozi. These guys played a money match at Dice Lounge last year with $1,200 at stake. That money match was the first not to end peacefully because they ended up having a war of words between themselves over a foul. The actual thing is that Kasozi fouled and Kasozi picked up the white ball from the table. Kasozi fouled, Hazard picked up the cue ball from the table, and Kasozi claimed that Hazard didn't pick up the cue ball with the umpire's permission. And it became too furious that the management of Dice Lounge decided not to have that money match anymore. And yes, both players were handed back their stake of $600 each, but Hazard's management, maybe just to try to pull one leg of Kasozi, they donated the stake to their player Hazard. And it was as if Hazard actually won because he took money home. The two players also faced off, by the way, when they represented their national teams at the All Africa Pool Championships at the OYDC in Lusaka, Zambia 2022. At the round of last 32, the winner was Hazard on that day. And Hazard's claim is that players of Kasozi's level are average players. That is what he calls them. Those are his words. This match is not about being in a tournament, not about competing for money. These players just want to beat each other. In fact, at Wisdom's residence in Bulawayo in Zimbabwe, where these two guys resided, they used to exchange words, but in their local language, Luganda. Wisdom used to ask me, why are these guys speaking as if they are quarreling? I just told him a lie, that they are just discussing about the game, but actually they were quarreling about who is the better player compared to the other. At Wisdom's table, he has a hay ball table in his house. Wisdom Ndige. These guys put these small balls, black ball, and then they decided, actually in hay ball and black ball, they started having one-off frames gambling against each other until one of them lost all the money they had. And in actual sense, the other reached the airport with hardly any money in their wallet on coming back from Zimbabwe. Since then, Hazard has dominated Kasozi, I like to say. Not only has he beaten him in an organized money match, which they agreed to have before they left Zambia, Hazard has also been dominant in comps like this one and has also won more money matches against other players. And for Kasozi, he has not won a money match since return. He has won one comp. And Kasozi now is drawing 2-2 as Hazard pulls another back. Hazard Lukoma 2, Joseph Kasozi 2, race to 7. Please ignore the wording which indicates Ian as if is the player on table. It is Kasozi and Hazard, as you can clearly see. Hazard celebrates the pot of a ball on the black as if he is winning the game. Maybe he believes this one is an apple because of the split of the balls. I think he will go for the yellows. They are finishable, but he has to play well to do so. More big games coming up. Dog City in his second round is taking on Ibrahim Sejemba, guy who's a little bit rare on table. Sometimes he comes so good, sometimes not so much. We have issues with the electronic system around the place. The good lights which we have, which normally light up the table very well, are not compatible with the system at the table. They don't fit into the headlamp. That's why we applied a number of small lights to light up the entire length of the table, but they are not strong enough. That's why I always advise you to increase the light of your gadget, especially if you are watching from the phone, to maximum, so that you enjoy the video to the best of what you can enjoy. The ladies category, Sandra is leading 4-1 against Faith. Surprising, that one. Mansour and Kalima Paul are facing off, just as is Sula Ramadan with Habib. In the meantime, Hazard is attempting his first green apple of the day. He will need to put that yellow to the top right corner pocket, white ball opening up the black. He has to perfect that routine, which he does. Where does the black rest? Very good shooting. He will ensure sinks that black to the center pocket on the right, which he does so easily. Hazard 3, Kasozi 2. The Truth 3, the sharpshooter 2. As he calls himself, someone has just told me, after Caesar's thumping of Hazard in his first life, that the truth is that Caesar is the Hazard. Can you imagine? Good creativity. In the meantime, Kasozi was beaten by a Somali-born player in Abdurazak Geli from Somalia. Only he as a student, and has taken down one of the best of them all, Ugandan players. He's subjecting Kasozi to an exit from this tournament should he lose this match to Hazard. It is one red ball potted by Kasozi on the break, but not a very good split of the balls. Maybe he'll try to pot a ball, maybe he'll go defensive. I would fancy that he's going defensive. Kasozi almost treated us there to an apple after an apple, responding to Hazard's red apple. Kasozi wanted a green apple. Actually, it was supposed to be green after green. Gets himself partially snookered. He maybe can see a little part of the yellow. Maybe not big enough to pot it. He could try to play it off the cushion. He could try to play a mass shot. He's playing off the cushion, maybe only to find the ball. Will he pot? Yes, he does. And raises his hand in apology to Hazard, as recognition that he needed more of a stroke of luck than a stroke of genius. They say there is no bad win. Just like that, Kasozi 3, Hazard 3, race to 7. This match is living to its expectation as one of the very best in the tournament today.
Bajja kwefiira mu kulanga buli omu asigaliza obulamu obwo.
Hazard now takes a 5-4 lead against his frenemy Joseph Kasozi in a race. 2-7. Hazard is 2 away, Kasozi is 3 away. Out of 4 games left, including this one, which Kasozi breaks and doesn't pot a ball on the break, and has yellow balls clearly better positioned to the effect that as long as Hazard sinks in one ball, as long as he can close the table with yellows, he will be in pole position to go for another red apple. There we go. Closes the table, seems to be fired up. He's playing a lot better than he did against Caesar. In that match that was well waited from fans near and far. Caesar was too hazardous, and that is the truth in quotes in that match. 7-1, it could easily have been 7-0. Hazard is not very happy with the fact that black is a little bit displaced, but should be good to go. As long as he shoots well, the yellows are all in space and well positioned. The black can be sunk into either the center pocket on the right where he's standing or the top right corner pocket. Simply needs to manipulate his cue ball well around, which he normally does. He has defeated Kasozi 4 times in succession and wants to make it 5. Thrice in tournaments, once in a money match. There's another money match which came prior, which didn't end on the table. It ended in a war of words. Look at this white ball. This is wonderful shooting from the truth. That shot is the truth. Third up of the day from him and makes it now 6-4. He's on the verge of making it to at least the second round in his second life. If he wins this frame, Kasozi will need 3 straight or else bow out of the tournament, in which he has actually been one of the organizers. We are at Kampala Pool Arena. Very good place, I would say. Place is quite big and spacious. I just love the fact that there is enough space in between the tables, and yet management could have chosen to pump in more tables to deny players space and maximize business, but at least they did a sporting decision. Hazard to break the truth, to break against the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter, as Joseph Kasozi is nicknamed the truth, as Hazard is nicknamed. Jackson Edao, my friend, my hobby, pool player with Anchors Pool Club in the Uganda Senior Pool League. Yes, good memories of action with you. We miss you on table. Maybe participate in one of these games, Jackson. Thank you for watching. Isaac Sams, you're saying Kasozi will win. Okay. Colofelo Mario, you must be watching from South Africa, where Hazard has some good following because he played semi-professional pool in Zambia just before lockdown up to 2022 in Zambia and South Africa. By the way, Charity Andrew, thank you for watching as well. Julius Shambare, yes. Very exciting match in my opinion, the best so far, the best game so far. Very exciting and competitive, but the last 2 frames have not gone the way of Kasozi, meaning that he must win 3 in a row. Last tournament in which he shined was that tournament last week, a 32-man comp that was organized for a day at Kamocha Pool Center. He was the losing finalist to Caesar. What a final that one was, 9-8 the final score. It went to the wire. Kasozi came from about 8-5 down, win 3 games in a row, which made it 8-8, and then lost that decider to Caesar in a 1-visit clearance. He came so close to taking down the Scorpion. Right now he's so close to making it 6-5 against Hazard, and that will make things a little bit interesting, because if Kasozi makes this clearance, maybe the next 2 games will be deciders. The first one, Kasozi will be looking to equalize. The second one, if Kasozi equalizes, both players will be looking to win. Good cue ball action. He will be putting that black to the top right, top left corner pocket in a hard shot. Sharp shooter, that's why he's called so. And makes it now 6-5. Big ladies game underway between Vicky and Rashida. Rashida for long has been the best player in the country. Right now he's a shadow of herself. She needs to look for her form. Kasozi 5, Hazard 6. Unfortunately for Kasozi, he fouls on the break at the time he least needed to pot the cue ball. Hazard will use his free shots to use ready to pot yellow. Closest to your screen on the left, he will leave an open table. He'll most likely use the center pocket red on the left to close the table, and then hopefully for him make a single visit clearance thereafter. Enjoy this clearance from the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that coming? Is this the chance that Kasozi has been looking for to take this game to a wire, to a decider, to a divider? Hazard misses the easiest of shots. And Kasozi has a relatively good game waiting for him. As long as he can pot a ball here, you think he can make this clearance. He pots a ball. Has 4 reds, just as Hazard, but it is Kasozi on table. 4 yellows, beg your pardon. This is looking like a clearance that is taking us to the wire. Could start any of those 2 yellows. The black is there for the taking. It is in space. Tries to get the white ball for the one and only relatively bad yellow he has on table. The shot is not accurate. He gets himself snookered. He is in trouble. Partially snookered. The one yellow ball he can fully see is not easily potable. Maybe by banking it to the center pocket close to where he's standing. More action coming up. It's just coming to 7:30 p.m. That's 19:30 hours East African time. More action is coming up. In fact, I don't think the tournament will end early enough for me to travel back home. Those are the challenges I get while streaming these videos. That's why I always appeal to you when watching the videos, at least please, especially these YouTube videos, when they are live or not, the first thing that props up before the video is played is an ad or two, which will not take more than a minute, most of the time just seconds. Please watch the ad. That is how I get the data which I use to bring to you these videos live. If you watch the videos, if you watch the ads well enough, I could get more than data, maybe even transport, maybe even accommodation. It is a very demanding exercise, but I do it willingly and with love for the sport, and I'm proud to be part of the story of these boys as they as normal pool players to regional and continental stars. Kasozi is snookered. He will have to find this angle, or else most definitely get out of this tournament. Most likely he will have to find this angle. Actually, even when he finds it, it is only safe if he pots. Otherwise, as long as Hazard is the guy on table, you think he will have a ball to pot, and if he can pot, he can finish off this frame. So he finds the ball but doesn't put advantage. Hazard this maybe is the end of the road for Kasozi. Maybe the chance for Hazard to get himself into the second round after losing out his first round in his first life. He lost out his first life in his first round to Hazard. Kasozi lost to Somali player called Gele. Thank you for watching. Gary Chibuta Junior, you are looking forward to decider Walu Dog. Thank you for watching. Olehide John Kailo, Mark Henry, you are asking if Joker was found. A member of his family told us that he eventually called and told them that he is alive and safe and well. That is all that matters, that he is alive and well. But they too have not seen him. But at least thanks to the concern, it went rampant on social media. Then he got to call his family just to tell them that he is alive and well. That is all he told them. They don't know where he is, but at least he is okay. But 2, Hazard is okay with that shot. It is the one that is taking him to the second round. There we go. Hazard 7, Kasozi 5. At least this time Kasozi gives Hazard a handshake. After that result, Hazard proceeds to the tournament. Kasozi bows out entirely. His tournament has come to an end. Thank you for being a lovely audience. We meet in the next live stream.